Life, living in the world. For so many capable people today, something feels off, not aligned. You wake up, you go through the motions, you achieve things that should feel meaningful, and yet, what's it all for? What part of this grand puzzle of life are you meant to play? Our world is changing, and it's changing fast. These days, we're witnessing transformations that might have taken years, even decades before, politically, economically, technologically. But what about psychologically? Have you felt it? That subtle sense that change is on the horizon, not just out there in the world, but inside of you. Have you sensed that the old dreams, the old aspirations shared by so many of us are beginning to fade? The corner office, the white picket fence, the linear path from A to B to retirement. Have you noticed that the future feels uncertain, that the illusion of stability and assuredness we once clung to is disappearing? Maybe you felt a sense of dread about all of this, or perhaps opportunity. I'm here to tell you something important. You're not alone in feeling this. Across the world, people are experiencing this same profound sense of displacement. This feeling that the map they were given doesn't match the territory anymore. Psychologists might call it an existential crisis. Philosophers might call it a crisis of meaning. But what it really is an awakening. You see, when the old structures begin to crumble, when the old certainties dissolve, it's terrifying, but it's also revealing something crucial, that perhaps we were never meant to fit into those rigid structures in the first place. That perhaps the loss you're feeling isn't a loss at all, but a shedding, like a snake shedding its skin. All is not lost. In fact, nothing real has been lost at all. There is a guiding light out there, even in the bleakness of our disconnected world. The question is, how do you find it? Now, the answer might surprise you. You don't find the light by looking out there at what society tells you to want, at what your family expects, at what your peers are chasing. You find it by looking within. And this is where Project Renaissance comes in. At its core, this movement has one essential goal: to help each of us find the light of our true selves. Not the self that was shaped by advertising, social media, educational systems, or cultural conditioning, but the authentic self, the self that knows its purpose, the self that feels aligned with something deeper than our salary, our possessions, or our Instagram likes. Project Renaissance isn't offering you another program, another productivity hack, another self-help formula. It's offering something more fundamental: recognition. Recognition that you don't need anyone's permission to question everything you thought you were supposed to be. You don't need permission to step off the treadmill and to ask, is this actually my race to run? You don't need permission to feel lost, to not have all the answers, to be in transition. Feeling lost isn't a sign that you're failing. It's often a sign that you're awakening to a deeper truth about yourself and the world. People who feel most lost are often the ones who are most ready for transformation. They're the ones whose inner compass is strong enough to detect the dissonance between who they truly are and who they've been pretending to be. They're not broken, they're breaking free. So what does this journey look like? how do you actually begin to reclaim what's real? It starts with honest self-inquiry, with asking yourselves the questions you've been avoiding. What do I actually value beneath all of the conditioning? What brings me alive, not just distracted? What would I pursue if no one was watching? If money wasn't a consideration? It continues with reconnection to your body, to nature, to unmediated experience, not filtered through screens or algorithms or other people's opinions. And it deepens through community, through finding others who are also on this journey of reclaiming authenticity, who understand that the old maps don't work anymore, and who are willing to explore the unmapped territory together. This is what Project Renaissance is building. Spaces, both physical and digital, where these kind of genuine explorations can happen, where you're not sold to, but supported, where you define the terms of your own development. The world is changing rapidly, yes. The old certainties are dissolving, absolutely. But within that disillusion is an invitation to stop performing a life that was never truly yours and to start living one that actually is. An invitation to stop chasing someone else's definition of success and to discover what fulfillment means to you. An invitation to move from feeling lost in the world to feeling found in yourself. You are not broken for feeling disconnected from the mainstream path. On the contrary, you're not failing for questioning the default script. You're waking up. And Project Renaissance is here to remind you of something you may have forgotten. That the light you're searching for isn't somewhere out there in the distance. It's been inside of you all along. The task now is simply to let it shine. Welcome to Project Renaissance. Welcome to reclaiming what's real.